Okay, I'm gonna start screen sharing. All right, so Vizzlie, I'm gonna move this here. So Vizzlie is, if you guys have heard of Post My Party or SynthShare, by the way, if you guys have questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I have the chat open on my phone so I can see the screen and the chat at the same time. But if you guys have heard of like SynthShare or Post My Party or things like that, Vizzlie is similar to that, but it has, I feel like it has more different options than those other posting systems, programs, whatever have. So when you sign up for Vizzlie, number one, there is a free option. At the end, I'm going to go over all the different things. There is a free option. The only thing with the free option is it limits you to how many groups you can have. So I think it limits you to either 4 or 5 groups a month. So the thing is like if you're running one virtual party a week, then the free option would be perfect. But I have like 4 to 5 running each week. So for me, I just do the $10 a month option and I have unlimited amount of groups. So this is kind of what it looks like when you first open it up. I'm going to first show you what you need to do in your, like in the party group to kind of get everything set up in order to be able to even use Vizzlie first. But this is just a while, like a little bit of a view of what you see when you go to Vizzlie. So this is actually one of my parties that I have coming up for next week. So that way I could show you guys all the things. So the first thing that you guys have to do is you have to do all this. I think you might be able to do part of this on a computer or on a phone. I know I have the most luck with doing it all from the computer because I don't think you can add apps to a group from the phone. So I think you do have to do it from a computer. You might be able to do it from a tablet. But if you go to settings and then all the way down, there's apps. So then you go in here, add app, search Vizzlie, add it to your group. And then, so I do a combination between the corporate outline from Lucy Heinen of virtual parties and Mandy Roberts. So a lot of my like demos and everything are pre-recorded. So I wanted to put those links, the YouTube links in the comments, and I wanted to be able to schedule that out. So if you don't care about scheduling comments, you just can ignore this next part. But if you want to be able to schedule comments in your groups, this next part is something that you are going to want to pay attention to. So I have my VIP group. I'm going to close out of this for just a second. So if you guys are familiar with pages, so I have my Pure Romance by Nicole page. So this is a public page. It's one of those pages that you can just go to and you can click like on. I barely do anything with it. However, I have to be able to put this in my groups to be able to schedule those comments, if that makes sense. If you guys have questions, drop it in the chat. But so this, for your group to be able, or for your page to be able to comment and like post in your group, you have to make sure that you have no restrictions. So you can't have the 18 and older one, which if you're not posting toys and stuff, it's fine. So in the settings, I think it is, there's the age restrictions. So this, I had it set to 18 and older. I had to take that off in order to do this. So that is like something that some people have run into issues with. So make sure that it's set to everyone. And then when you go into, oh my gosh, why is it being stupid? It's like frozen. What the heck? Okay. So I'm going to go back into my group. So this is my party group that I'm opening up right now. So if I go back into settings and then also scroll all the way down, there's linked pages. So if you click on this, it's going to bring up your page and you're going to want to link it to your group. Okay. So I'm super OCD and I don't like them seeing all of these. So I actually delete both of these because when they go into the group, I just want them to see my intro. So this is one thing that I don't schedule in the group. This is something that I post automatically when I create the group. So Now that I have all of that set up, now I can go into Vizzlie. So into Vizzlie, I'm gonna go into my Facebook groups. It's gonna take so much longer because I'm screen sharing. Okay, so these are the tracked groups. So these are the ones I have going on right now. And then I see that this group is available. So now I can track this group. In order to be able to post anything from Vizzlie, you have to be tracking that group. So now it's there. So then they have templates. So these templates are what you're going to be up, like in actuality, I think that you could actually just like make a post, like schedule just a post. I do a template. The difference between making posts and templates is that if I have a template, so if I go over to planning templates and then Facebook, these templates are already done. So all I have to do is upload that template into my group and then schedule it, and then it will literally post that entire template. So I have all of my virtual party posts already in here. So all these are comments. So in order to add a comment to one of them, you just click on it and then you can add comment to post. But all of like, these are all of my posts for the my entire virtual party. I do run my parties from Monday to Saturday night. So Monday morning to Saturday night, excuse me. Yeah. So I was trying to think if there is anything else. So when you are, I'm going to go back into just a sample so that I can go and make it post. So when you're going to make any of these posts, if you want to, I think it was Damaris was talking about how she wanted to upload videos instead of just like having a picture or something like that. Down in the planning, you have your image and video gallery. So you're going to want to upload any videos that you're going to want because it's going to take a little bit longer. If you have photos that you're going to want to upload, you can go into attachments, image, and then select it from here. So you can either upload it from your computer or you can go into like any of the image folders that you have. So when you are posting, so this is kind of a little bit confusing. So the date, so if I'm starting it on Monday morning, I start all of my parties at 9 a.m. just because it makes sense in my brain and then I don't have to think about it. So if I schedule my party to start Monday 9 a.m., then the start date 0 means that it's the day that it started. So I'm trying to think of how to explain this so it makes sense. So if I'm starting it at, like if I want to post that goes off at 9:30 the day of the party, this would say 0 days and then relative to start time. So I'm going to do 30 minutes after event starts. Does that make sense? Let me know if that doesn't make sense in the chat. But then if I want it to go the next day, so my first day, I go by all this time. When I do the second day, so the second day is technically 1 day after the start time. I do the exact time of day so that I don't have to think about time periods. So this would mean, so if my parties start at 9 a.m. on Monday, then the exact time of day, I could do 9:30 a.m. to start on, like this would post on Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. Give me like a thumbs up in the chat if this makes sense. I'm trying to make it make sense and it makes sense in my head, but when it tries to when I try to explain it, it does not make sense. So 0 is the day that party starts or the day that you have it scheduled to start. 1 day would be the second day. 2 days would be the third day and so on and so forth. So then after you have all of these things, so let me look at, I think it's this one. I'm just gonna like look at this one just to show you. So this is my first day of my party. So 0 days after the starting time, relative starting time. So starting 30 minutes. So this will be posting at 9:30 because I set my parties to start at 9 a.m. when I schedule this, which you'll see in a minute. So then the title is just what's going to show up on your list. So this says, what is this? So that way I know what post it is. And then what I really like is anything that I put in these little carets. So hostess name or party end or party start day or party end date and party end time. These are all things that when I upload this into the party, then I can type in. So it's kind of like a fill in the blank type of deal. And then at the bottom, it shows my image and then my image there. So I'm making sure that I'm going through everything that I wrote down. So I'm going to go into Brittany's Spring Fling. I'm going to connect my page. So right here, it says connect page, Pure Romance by Nicole, verify link, click to understand, and then set upcoming posts and comments as your business. Yes. This is only, so that is only if you want to schedule comments. If you don't want to schedule comments, it will just post as yourself. But I want it to be able to schedule comments so I can put my links in the comments. So then after that, you're going to go down and you're going to choose a template after you've created it. So my virtual party template. And then remember, I like to start it Mondays. So this starts the 29th and I'm going to have it start at 9 a.m. And then I'm posting it as my business page so I can schedule those comments. And then I want all of the posts. So then I'm going to load the template. So then all of my posts are uploaded, ready to go. And then at the bottom, I'll see all these red things. These are those fill in the blanks. So this is Brittany's. So it'll tell you what your keyword was. So, and then it'll show you how it's filling in. So Brittany is having a virtual party. And then the party end date is Saturday, April 3rd. And then my end time, I always do them 8 p.m. And then I actually have my, what is it called? Time zone already in there. So that is not going to change because my times are always Eastern Standard Time. And then save. And then when I scroll all the way up, so then all of my posts are done. I don't have to change anything. So if I want to change my party stuff, then I will just go to my template and change it for the next time. And then you want to make sure that this is turned on. So when this clicks on, it's going to let you know when your first post is going to be posted and then continue. And then it's going to show me like in 3 days, 20 hours, 15 minutes, my first post will be posted. And then go to groups, and then it'll show me how many posts I still have left to post. So these all end on Saturday night, so I still have 15 more posts that are going to be posted in these ones. Does anybody have any questions about that? I'm trying to think. So I'm going to go to the billing information so you guys can see the different plans. So like I said, they do have that free option. The free option limits you to how many groups you can have at a time or how many groups you can track at a time. So if you are running one party a week for a month, then you could definitely use this as a free option. Since I'm running the 3 to 5 different parties during the same week, then I want to make sure that I have that time. So I'm doing the core option. So it's $10 a month. It also gives me text credits. So this could mean I have not dived into the texting or the email campaigns. I haven't even looked at the email campaigns because I have Media Center. The texting, I also pay for Engage. So I don't know what the difference really would be between them. I would have to look more into it. But the Facebook is what I use it for. So it has the unlimited posting into groups and pages. And honestly, I feel like this would be the only one that anybody would really have to do right now because you have the unlimited everything except for texting. So unless you're using this for texting, you'd probably just be using the free version or the core version. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Because that's pretty much like what I do. Anything? No questions yet? Okay, so Is there anything else that you guys want me to go through? Because that's really all I had written down because I figured it would be pretty quick and easy to go through. Okay, so something else is when you first get this all set up, it's literally going to have all of your groups that you are an admin in this area. So any of the groups that I don't ever plan to use Vizzlie or I'm done using Vizzlie with, I hide them so that I don't have to see them because these are all the groups that I have. So I hide them so that I don't have to see them and it just looks cleaner. But that's why Brittany's group, the one that I showed you guys, that's why it showed up here because I hadn't done, like I hadn't added it to my tracked groups or my hidden groups. So I will show you guys. Let's look. Oops, why is it scrolling there? Let's look at groups. I'm trying to find one that is already done so that you guys can see. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when they post. I'm just going to go to the bottom. Oh my gosh. So many posts. I mean, there's 32 plus. I am in the process right now. It's going to be posting and doing a mock group that I'll be able to share with you guys. Yep. So Tiffany, that template, this template is all of my posts. So I don't have to post. I'm just interacting with the people that are already on, like that it's already posting. Markeisha messaged me with your question about the multiple parties. I can answer that. So these are all of my posts for all of my parties. And then as weeks go on, if I see something's not working, then I change it. So this is my scheduled one. I schedule this one, and then this is what it starts looking like. So on phone, I believe it does say it's posted with Vizzlie, but on the computer, you can't even tell. Where do I make what, hun? My posts? I mean, I don't know. Some of them are just photos. But, and like I said, I'm in the process of making a mock group that I can add people to if they want to see exactly what I'm posting. But that will end on Saturday, so then I'll have it on Sunday to share with you guys. Because it's still posting, because it's current. So see how it schedules. So see how it's saying Pure Romance by Nicole and it's not my name. So all of my posts are being posted by Pure Romance by Nicole, and that's how I'm able to schedule the comments. So like this one, for instance, I didn't have to schedule, or I didn't have to manually post this one. It scheduled, commented by Vizzlie. And like right here, it has all of my message or my things right here. Correct. Demery is correct. Because if you don't want to schedule the comments, then you would just go with it with your personal name. You're good. So these are all just screenshots of our catalog. And then these are my party bundles that I talked about during the Zoom workshop yesterday. And then this is, what video is this? Oh, this is my virtual party presentation. Repost. So like this, I actually had manually posted this, so that's why it says my name and not Pure Romance by Nicole's name. what is nice is since I am viewing my business page, people are also liking my business page. So I used to have like 200 likes, and I think I'm over 600 now, just because they're seeing it. And then me, the cats, and Alex. This is my thank you message. And that's it. Yeah. The only picture that we have of all four of us, and neither of them are looking at, they look like they're about to attack.